It's your boy Dway's on Place, you know the name, time, face, place, all that. And today we're getting into the downfall of Ambitious Entertainment, one of the most iconic record labels of the 2010s, bruv. Oh, come on, bro. Legendary. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. This video is by Pluto Ton. Yes, sir.
Back in 2015, Ambitious Entertainment was dominating the music industry. They had multiple award-winning artists like EMTEE, A-REECE, sjava, Amanda Black.
Look at that already. A-REECE, sjava, EMTEE. Already a combination, a killer combination.
And many others, with each having multiple hit songs and classic albums. But after making Ambitious Entertainment tens of millions of rands, a few years later, they all suddenly left the record label and exposed the evil that was being done behind closed doors. From allegations of paying their artists a monthly minimum wage.
But I was getting paid monthly and a certain amount that just didn't cut it for me.
It's only rappers who complain about getting paid monthly, bruh. Welcome to the real world, where everybody gets paid monthly. Oh no, I can't get paid monthly, I'm a rapper.
To confiscating their music awards after winning them.
I never stayed with an award for over 24 hours after receiving.
And taking them to court whenever they try to leave and be independent.
Yeah, man, we just came back from the court, as my brother just said. And yeah, man, we came back with a W, with a win.
Of course, man, it's W this time.
If record labels were reviewable, then Ambitious Entertainment would receive a 1 out of 5 star rating for how terrible they treat their own artists, which is why the label's greediness led to its own downfall. Ambitious Entertainment was founded in 2015 by Kgosi Mahumapelo, and a few days after its creation, the label immediately signed multiple artists like Fifi Cooper, A-REECE, Benchmark, EMTEE, Miss Prue, and DJ Citylight. Within the first
That's not exactly how the story started, but I'll give you that.
year, they already had 3 hit songs, which made Ambitious Entertainment a popular record label for upcoming artists who wanted to make it big in the music industry. For example, in July 2015, EMTEE released his first DIY project that fans absolutely loved. A month later, in August, he also released the biggest song of his career, Roll Up, which also won an award for Song of the Year at the 2015 SA Hip Hop Awards.
This song, Roll Up, changed the status quo of South African hip-hop, I swear. Like, after Roll Up, shit just changed, bro. You know, it was a new era.
I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all sitting up in this for bumping my ish. Shout out to Fifi Cooper, Benchmark, DJ City Lights, and every single one of y'all for believing in me from day one, you feel me?
The original song was followed by a roll-up remix featuring Wizkid and AKA. And
Azisha, what's up?
These 2 tracks would later make it to his 2015 classic debut album, Avery, in which more than half of the track list all became hit songs. Meanwhile, Fifi Cooper released her own debut album containing its own multiple hit songs, with A-REECE also dropping his debut single featuring EMTEE, which also became a hit song. But this insane success was only just the beginning for Ambitious Entertainment. In 2016, EMTEE won more than 6 music awards, and his 2015 debut album Avery sold more than 40,000 copies and was certified platinum.
MT's in the house, okay?
It's so crazy how in South Africa 40,000 is platinum. 40,000, bro. That's like nothing, bro. I'm sorry.
He went platinum, ne?
Moreover, A-REECE delivered his own classic debut album, Paradise, with more than 5 hit songs. And on Twitter, he posted that he wishes to win an award for Lyricist of the Year as one of his goals for 2016.
The one moment in there when they were nominating that I actually was like, yo, was when they brought you up for Best Lyricist. You've been wanting that for a while.
The way he's looking at Reese, bro. And this Bruce kind of looking like Nasty C on the right.
For a while.
For a minute.
For a while. Man, I'm
He's
very
here to avenge Nasty. Avenge David.
happy.
Yeah.
Because it's like I even made a pinned tweet for that. You know what I mean? I put it up there.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's out here.
and now I'm like, what? So what's left is for me to collect that thing, man, and then we nice.
And that wish would come true after he won Lyricist of the Year at the 2016 SA Hip Hop Awards.
Let's go,
Additionally,
Reese.
Ambitious Entertainment signed 2 new artists, sjava and Amanda Black, who both immediately released 2 successful debut albums,
Legends.
while at the same time, Miss Prue was dominating with the hit song Amen, featuring all Ambitious Entertainment artists except for Amanda Black. And strangely enough, despite the record label's success and popularity, A-REECE along with 50 Fifi Cooper and Benchmark announced that they were leaving Ambitious Entertainment for good. To whom it may concern the most, the fans, I would like to say that I am no longer part of Ambitious Entertainment as of moving forward. I thank the label and its remaining artists in abundance for making this journey interesting and everything they've done for me.
So y'all took the Ambitious sauce and then you went on your own ambitions. Okay.
Currently pushing myself 10 times harder to keep the consistency going by working on new content for all my loyal followers. To those in favor of me growing and expanding, I promise not to disappoint. You are now introduced to a new genesis.
And you didn't disappoint, Reese. You didn't, bruh. You became more than Ambitious could have ever made you, bruh. I won't lie.
A-REECE can't die. On the same day, shortly after A-REECE's tweet, Fifi Cooper took to Instagram and posted, "Listen, note that I am no longer an Ambitious Entertainment artist. It's been good, but all good things come to an end. I've decided to push Fifi Cooper under Fifi Cooper's record label, Mo Cooper Records. I've learned, I'm ready, and it's time." Similarly, Benchmark also put out their own statement on Twitter, which for whatever reason they later deleted. And allegedly after this, Ambitious Entertainment started sending emails to radio stations and TV networks like MTV Base and Channel O, warning them to not play any music by A-REECE, Fifi Cooper and Benchmark, or else it will result in Ambitious Entertainment copyright claiming the music that is being played or performed.
That is some petty behavior, bro. That is petty. Come on. Ambitious, really?
Benchmark responded to this alleged email by tweeting, "We agreed that we ain't gonna play dirty. We had a meeting on Thursday, but y'all are playing dirty. We just wanted to leave, Jay." To make matters worse, A-REECE went on Peltusis behind the story and expressed that the reason he left Ambitious was because they were taking advantage of him and not paying him enough money.
I wasn't getting paid, and I felt like my art direction was being taken into a whole new domain, you know, that I'm not comfortable with. But beyond that, I was just not getting paid. I'm supposed to get paid.
You're done wrong, basically, but definitely taken advantage of in that situation. Would you agree with me if I said that?
I feel like most artists in the label are taken advantage of.
Which seemed to be the main concern also shared by Fifi Cooper.
The whole Ambitious thing, I actually didn't want it to get to this point because for me it was a personal thing. I was just fighting with my boss and it was personally meeting separately. I didn't know that the guys want to leave, but I know that every artist, whenever we go to shows or gigs or interviews, we were talking about this problem that we are working but we don't have money, you know, so it was just that thing.
After leaving Ambitious, EMTEE felt like they abandoned him, so he tweeted, "These kids leaving the label thinking they know better. Good luck out there." Those who used to say things like "Ambitious forever" are all gone. After seeing this,
you also used to say it.
A-REECE responded, "And those who said they want to leave stayed. Your word is far from your heart. That's hypocrisy. EMTEE, you deserve better and you know it."
I'm gonna put it out how it is. See, with EMTEE had the same feelings as I did about the label.
Really?
And his were probably like worse because they were bottled in. I remember we had a show in PLK and I was with him in the van and stuff. It was me, him, Flame. That's who I remember. And then he was like, "Yo, you can't even be your ultimate self as an artist in this label because you marginalized, you know?" I'm like, "Yo, where's that coming from?" I was just like, "No, I think I'm gonna leave sooner than I thought." Yo, I'm telling you right now, those are his words. They came out of his mouth. If I'm lying right now, may God strike me down. I took that because I was like, yo, man, I relate. But then when it was time to actually do it, I'm not saying he was supposed to do it when I was doing it, but don't go out there now making the people believe that, you know, I'm the bad guy or I'm the traitor, I'm the betrayer. You know, that's not cool.
Furthermore, in November 2017, the CEO of Ambitious filed a lawsuit against Fifi Cooper, restricting her from owning and performing any music that she recorded while she was signed under the label. On top of that, they also forced her to pay for the legal fees that it cost Ambitious to file the lawsuit against her in the first place, along with paying all her royalties to the label. As a result of this, #boycott Ambitious Entertainment started trending on Twitter in support of Fifi Cooper. South Africans, I think it's time we stop supporting this record label. Let's #boycott Ambitious Entertainment, guys. Fifi Cooper is a human being, not a property. How about we do a crowdfunding campaign for Fifi Cooper? We can raise 1 million towards her new record label. #boycott Ambitious Entertainment. #boycott Ambitious Entertainment. God, please borrow me 2 million rands so I can buy this label and turn it into a spaza shop.
God, please borrow me 2 million rands. God! Bro, as if God is just gonna give you 2 million, bro. Borrow you. That's crazy.
Heart bleeds out for Fifi Cooper. I don't care what business you are running, but this is some evil-ish. Some people went as far as unfollowing and blocking Ambitious Entertainment on Twitter, along with social media accounts of all of their artists, which was followed by deleting all of their music on iTunes and Spotify, only to re-download the music for free on a website called Fakaza. Hi guys, I'm selling pirated Ambitious Entertainment music for R250 an album, all artists included. So Ambitious artists are about to go platinum on Fakaza. Stop supporting record labels who enslave our artists.
Yo, is Fakaza still a thing, bruh? Yo, I haven't been to Fakaza or downloaded from Fakaza in ages, bro. Yo.
Hashtag boycott Ambitious Entertainment by not buying their music. Don't buy their music, don't attend their events. In fact, unfollow Ambitious artists, they don't even deserve our retweet. Let's not forget to unsubscribe on their YouTube channel. I wish I could take back my views. Regardless of this negative public perception, Ambitious won the lawsuit against Fifi Cooper.
That's some other level anger. When you want to even take back your views. Take back the minutes your eyes wasted watching Ambitious Entertainment.
And stated that they were planning on doing the same thing to A-REECE and Benchmark. But fortunately, before they got the chance to do that, Julius Malema with EFF offered assistance to Fifi Cooper to fight back the lawsuit that Ambitious filed against her. Posting on Twitter, "We have seen the injustice caused to Fifi Cooper by Ambitious Entertainment, which is politically associated with the corrupt Northwest Premier Supra Mahumapelo. We have contacted Fifi Cooper with the willingness to help her fight back against the corrupt and exploitative record company." Eventually, EFF ended up winning against the lawsuit.
I want to give a shout out to Bob Julius Malema, because he's the reason why I'm performing these songs today.
Despite getting backlash from the public.
Okay, but Fifi, they freed you. Why are we not seeing you working consistently, coming back to the spotlight like A-REECE and Flame and them guys? They did all they could to come back. J. Jody, Fifi, we don't see you. Even, what's that other one? The one they say con rap. But I don't think Gigi Lamaine. Wasn't she on Ambitious at some point? Pretty Ugly was on Ambitious. Look, I'm just saying. Bro, people who knew what they were doing were able to take what Ambitious gave them and make it into something bigger. But when Fifi Cooper, I don't know. To be honest, the last time I saw Fifi Cooper, she seemed to be signed to Bongani Fasi or signed to Fasi Entertainment, or she just had a song with Bongani Fasi, one of the two, I don't know. But that's what Fifi seems to be doing. And mind you, that song was not bad, but I think that's because of Bongani, bro.
In 2017, Ambitious began replacing all the artists that they lost by introducing new artists, and specifically with the rapper Kitini. There were rumors that Ambitious instructed him to take shots at A-REECE in order to kickstart his music career, which is something that A-REECE also once mentioned when he revealed that the CEO of Ambitious told him to diss Nasty C in order to quickly launch his career.
Nasty's on the up and up, doing his thing, and then boom, A-REECE pulls up, gets signed to Ambitious Entertainment. You have the label owner with his own agendas, you know? So in order to be the one at the time regarding like artists in my age group was for me to go at Nasty. I'm trying to be out there too, and I thought it was healthy competition, so I done did it. I just did it. I was like, yo, let's go. But then it became worse because it was the label owner's war on his own. Like, he became obsessed with trying to beat Nasty. Let me put it that way.
In 2019, Ambitious again lost one of his biggest artists, EMTEE, mainly over financial issues. But according to him, another reason why he left was because Ambitious contributed in destroying his reputation by choosing not to comment on his personal drama.
The reason for the departure really was just, as you said, you know, I've won a lot in the past, lost a lot. When I go through the L's, it's like I'm alone. And when the label is asked, like, what's going on, blase, it's always no comment, whoop-de-whoop, we don't know. And I'm like, how? These people are not representing me well. If
MC, I don't think you're representing yourself well a lot of the time.
Every single time you're gonna say no comment, even when stuff is as bad as people talking about my kids and my wife and stuff like that, still no comment.
At one point,
that's what they're supposed to say, bro. Like, if my label's not supposed to be talking about my personal life, bro. If they're asking my label Dways, what's going on with Dways' kids and what, they should be like, no comment. Like, nah, we ain't telling you. Like, what? Of course, say no comment. Yes.
He also mentioned that he was getting paid a monthly salary of less than 20,000 rands while getting overworked and making the label approximately 50,000 rands per gig.
I remember I did 6 shows in one night. After that night, my body was fucked. Like I was tired. And I don't get tired. You know, I'm a hustler. So I'm like, no, man, here I'm working too much, man. But I still have to wait for a month end.
Do you know, in one gig, you probably made your salary with one song performance?
How much was your salary?
It didn't stay the same. I'll have to say. I'm gonna say
It
that.
started at how much?
Yeah, you're an employee.
Started young,
50K, 60.
Yeah, I mean that's MT decent starting.
Less, way less.
Damn, so under 20.
Yeah.
These guys, Soul and Mac G are so smart, bro. They will trick you into answering something you should rather not answer, bro. These guys, they're so slick, bro.
Fucking hell, bro.
You feel me?
And this was when Road Up was out already.
He already knew it.
Yeah.
Man, this is, that's criminal, bro.
You feel me? So.
And do you know how much they were, in hindsight, or do you know how much they were charging for gigs?
Dude, they were charging like 80, 70, 40, bro. I tried to
book
MT,
bro.
bro.
Contract.
I tried to book MT, bro.
Summit, I saw sjava.
I'm like, this is too much.
In addition, Ambitious took away his 7 awards that he won while he was still under the label.
You know, everybody congratulating me on my way out. And then the boss man comes up behind me on some, yeah, give me what's mine. And I'm like, I stood there and thought, like, what is his? I looked at the award and I saw it's written MT on there. I looked at him and he repeated the statement. And then I didn't ask the third time. It just made sense to me. I'm like, okay, here we go again. Alright, take your thing, homie. I'm out. I just left. I didn't even like debate or try to reason or, can I take it home? One thing I can tell people who've never taken one award home to my parents. Ever. I never stayed with an award for over 24 hours after receiving, which was something weird because they all written my name on it. I mean, till this day, there's still only God knows where.
Shortly after MT left the label, artists like Kitini, La Sauce, Saudi, sjava, Gigi Lamaine, and Loiso all left Ambitious Entertainment by the end of 2020.
Oh, Loiso was also at Ambitious. Bro, Ambitious actually had some talent, like for real.
But at the same time, Ambitious signed 2 new artists, Intabayase Dubai and Malume Vector, who both unsurprisingly would later have issues with the label later on.
Malume Vector was actually on his way up.
For example, in November 2020, Intabayase Dubai was featured on a song called Imali Ening by Big Zulu, which became a big song with more than 21 million views on YouTube. Despite this, in April 2022, Intabayase Dubai posted on Facebook, "I'm not fighting with Ambitious Entertainment. I'm fighting for the fact that I'm in a big song which made money, but I haven't received a cent from it. Imali Ening also had an opportunity to be featured on a KFC deal. I didn't get anything from that. Besides that, I haven't got a cent from the song. Whoever claims I was paid money, he or she is lying. The only money I have and survive with is the 3.7 I receive from Ambitious Entertainment every month. Also, the money I receive when I'm booked. Almost
3.7k, bro. From Ambitious. As an art, bro, I'm making more money on YouTube than that, bro. In a month, bro. 3.7k, nigga! What the fuck?
Immediately, Ambitious responded by saying the 3.7 is for food allowance he receives while receiving more money on top of that. It's just a portion of what he receives.
Okay,
that's a person who knew they were emotionally manipulating the public. He's not even counting the 12,000 rands monthly accommodation. Ambitious also flooded Twitter by posting bank statements to prove that they were paying Intabayase Dubai all the money that he earned. But the problem is, these bank statements only show payments for bookings and not the payments for royalties that were supposed to be paid monthly. This one is for bookings. Let's see the one for his salary. But that one is for bookings. We want to see the money made by the song. Read and read again. He agreed that you do pay for bookings. Monthly royalties is what he's questioning. Stop dodging the bullet.
Why would you sign to Ambitious, dog? With what happened to MT, A-REECE? Like, his stories in Zipa.
It's opportunity, bro. It's opportunity. Sometimes, you know that, bro. At the end of the day, these things happen to A-REECE, they happen to MT, they happen to Flame, they happen to Fifi Cooper. But what? I know all these people's names. I know who these people are because they have a name because of Ambitious. So these people are thinking the same thing. You know what? I might get messed over. I might not make coins, but at least I'm going to build a foundation and a launch pad for my career with Ambitious. You know what I'm saying? And then after we fight about the coins, it's fine. When I leave, is cool because I've already put my clout up. Now I can go with my clout and start my own thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a lot of people's mindset was. Because I even spoke to a lot of guys. A lot of people back then, even after the whole Reese thing, they wanted to sign to Ambitious. And I would say the same thing. Really, dog? You want to sign to Ambitious? Like, dog, hey, at least it's opportunity. Once I get on, then we'll see what happens after that. But at this point, I'm not on. I'm hungry. I don't have anything. So I might as well take the chance.
Abantu who got their fingers burnt, I guess. Yeah,
engayitshela khona ukuthi nombani uyadinga ukuthi abe ne-experience yakhe.
And then those statements, because they showed statements where they paid you like 90,000.
Yeah, so when I'm a proof of payment, 20,000, 90, or from ABSA, 20, I forgot the other figures. I think I 2 or 3.
Kodwa bonele ukuthi abhale ukuthi bookings. Ama-bookings lawa, ama-reports wama-bookings.
So all those statements are valid. Imali zangena.
Yeah, imali zamagigi lezo. Ngiyazazi.
Ukuthi wena uthe, that's why it was confusing. What? The only money you've ever received from Ambitious is 3.5.
Yes, nemali yamagig ma ukuthi ngibookiwe.
Oh, now we get it.
And then royalties?
Sambro.
I'm not sure ngoba yiki imali ngeke ngayithola from Usambro.
How much do you think Imali Ming has made? Because like that song was big. Man.
That song's probably made definitely over 10 million rand. Definitely.
Sambro.
In Samra?
Yeah. How much you think?
That's probably 3 million.
3 million?
3 million.
More than that.
I said.
Allegedly.
Nah, maybe says.
On the other hand, the owner of the song Big Zulu was also getting attacked online, but he himself shifted the blame to Ambitious.
Kodwa ke phela into ekumele ni understand uDubai usayiniwe under iAmbitious. So yonke into esiyenzayo ipaperwork yenziwa iAmbitious. Yonke imali ama-rights yonke into kaDubai ise-Ambitious. Imali yonke engenayo alikho ngisho isent lakaDubai or imali eshodayo ekaDubai esenkabi record.
1 year later, Intaba Yase Dubai, along with Miss Prue, Black Diamond and Malume Vector, all parted ways with Ambitious. But of course, not all of them could leave without taking the label to court. As in April 2023, Malume Vector took Ambitious to court, suing them for copywriting and claiming ownership of his new music even though he was no longer signed under the label. But unfortunately, before the court made a ruling, Malume Vector would pass away in a tragic car accident in July 2024. Similarly, Black Diamond also filed a lawsuit against Ambitious with the complaint that they were copywriting their new music and trying to take it down from YouTube and other streaming platforms.
Yeah, man, we just came back from the court, as my brother just said. And yeah, man, we came back with a W, with a win.
Of course, man.
This man always speaks like Uncle Vinny, bro. I feel like him and Uncle Vinny have the same voice. Danya Devs. It's Danya Devs, nah?
W this time. I don't know if people have been following along, isn't the way they were happening. So we would drop music and then our previous record label would just go out there on YouTube and try to take down our music. Claim, copyright claim, you know. Yeah, man, basically that's why we took them to court.
While parting ways with Ambitious is beneficial for some artists, unfortunately for many of them, they end up vanishing from the public eye after leaving the label.
That's because the only people who survive are after Ambitions are people. Yo, let me say that again. The only people who survive after Ambitious are people who are mentally sound and mentally strong. People who can stand on their own independently. Those are the people who made it after Ambitions. The people who needed labels and needed people to book their gigs and do this, make their beats, make their mix. Wow, it was over, dude.
Explained in this tweet, record labels are stealing from artists, but also most artists can't stand on their own. Only 3 artists that succeeded after leaving Ambitious Entertainment are sjava, Nyaupe Boy.
Nyaupe Boy! I thought...
which is A-REECE and EMTEE.
Why is Nyaupe Boy A-REECE, bro? That's not right, bro. EMTEE is the Kush master. It's not a Nyaupe Boy. What's wrong with you, bro?
This entertainment are sjava, Nyaupe Boy, which is A-REECE and EMTEE.
Let's not forget Saudi, because Saudi made it onto a Kendrick Lamar album, technically Black Panther album, which was technically a Kendrick Lamar album. Okay, technically. All right, but anyway, I take that back. I don't take that back, but all I'm going to say is Ambitious, man. Y'all had the stars. You didn't even have the stars. You raised the stars. This was one of the first labels in South Africa who were able to take people from obscurity and excel them to mainstream status. Which other labels doing that? especially in the turnaround time that they did it in. That's what was so crazy about Ambitious to me, bro. But let's just finish the video.
However, this outcome doesn't only affect the artist, but it also affects the record label as well, as ever since Ambitious lost all of its biggest artists, it has been desperately trying to make a comeback but is failing miserably. It got so bad that they even started begging fans to promote their new music in exchange for 100 Rand. On YouTube, all of their recent videos consist of old music from 2016 that was made by their biggest previously signed artist. And on Facebook, they post internet memes and screenshots.
Wait. Oh, this is gonna be good. Did you know, as Saudi was smoking the Zol, he started hallucinating and seeing his ex-girlfriend going inside a Mercedes-Benz Brabus? What? That is how the hook of the song was created. The rest was history. He got another Zol person, which was A-REECE. And they finished the song together. And it became an instant hit. Yo, who the fuck wrote this? Yo, who wrote this shit, man? I remember when Ambitious was writing this nonsense on Facebook. They were just talking about gossip. They were just... Whoever was managing Ambitious accounts. I don't know if it was 3 years ago. Not 3 years ago. This was probably like 7 years ago now. 7 years? I don't even know. I can't keep track of time. But there was a time... Whoever this person was managing these accounts, bro, like... They were hilarious. I'm sorry. They were hilarious. They would just make up whatever shit, say whatever shit, this whoever. Bro, they were wilding, bro.
Most of which are accompanied by negative comments like, making money on Facebook now, no other choice, where the artist. From the best record label in South Africa to Facebook community.
They said they're gonna dollar you 100 Rand to promote. I wonder where they got that strategy from. If you know, you know.
Yeah, live. I heard you guys were crying for a cosign at EMTEE Records. Another interesting post was, truth be told, Ambitious Entertainment failed as a record label. Now they are focusing on creating memes. From bagging millions of views on their channel back in the days, to failing to even bag 10,000 views in 7 months. Nah, this fall off gotta be studied. How can the biggest label fail this bad, then they start being comedians on Facebook? Shame on them. If Ambitious...
Well, because they didn't know how to treat their artists, right?
Entertainment treated all of their artists with fairness and transparency, then they arguably might have still been the best record label in South Africa till today. But because of alleged greediness and corruption, the label has destroyed its reputation beyond repair and will never go back to the greatness.
And that's what's so crazy. And that's what's so crazy is that Ambitious would definitely be, even today, 10 years from 2015, let's say 12 years from 2015. They would still be at the top. Look at their artists are still in the game. EMTEE's still in the game. I wouldn't say at the top of his game, but he's still an artist that's doing pretty good. We've got A-REECE, who's at the top of his game. Alright, we've got sjava, who's arguably at the top of his game and been at the top of his game for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? Saudi, let's just throw him in there as a nice little addition. I mean, you had Amanda Black. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's like the list went on. Yeah, J. Jody, phenomenal rapper. I don't care what anybody says. J. Jody is one of the best rappers in SA. Lyrically, with the bars, bro, he is. It's just that people don't take him seriously for whatever reason. But you get what I'm saying. You had Pretty Ugly at the time, who went on to win Summers and everything. So even today, these guys would be sitting at the top of South African entertainment when it comes to music. But Ambitious got greedy. They thought, you know, the problem with a lot of record label execs is they start to believe they made the artist. Like, oh, I put you on. If it weren't for me, no one was going to know you. But we always have to remember at the end of the day, if the people don't like the artist or the song, then it doesn't even matter what you do for the artist. It doesn't matter. You could invest millions and millions into an artist, but if the people don't like it and he can't make hit songs, then there's no point anyway. So you can't just sit here and say, oh, nah, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't be anything. Nah, because it also takes that artist being himself and doing what he does to the best of his ability in order to take that opportunity to the top. You know what I'm saying? And not flop or drop or stop. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's my take on it. At the end of the day, hey, mighty labels rise and fall. But in the music industry, I think once you hold power, you need to do everything you can to keep that power. And that's not always necessarily trying to rob people, trying to treat people badly. That's sometimes just being fair. Sometimes being fair gives you all the power and leverage you need. I'm telling you. Try it sometime. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Your boy Dwayne's on Blaze. 2026 on the way. Hey. Huh? Okay, I love y'all, man. Stay safe, stay blessed. Shout out to 6K subscribers, guys. Can you believe it, bro? Bro, when we started this year, I think we're under 1,000 subscribers. I mean, we're under 2,000 subscribers. We might have even been... Nah, not under... We're under 1,000 subscribers for sure. I mean, 2,000 subscribers for sure. You know what I'm saying? And to think, just in a year, we're already at 6K, bro. What the hell, man? Ah! Alright, I love you, man. Goodbye.